Did you know that the moon is slowly drifting away from us at a rate of 1.5 inches per year? Nestled in our night sky, this close celestial body is gradually creating distance. So, what makes this celestial neighbor of ours so fascinating? Let's dive right in. Just like people, the moon has many faces, or phases, if you will. From here on Earth, we see the moon go through a series of changes in appearance throughout its approximately 29.5-day lunar cycle. This cycle is a celestial dance between the sun, Earth, and the moon that gives us the moon's many faces. Let's start with the new moon. At this phase, the moon is positioned between the Earth and the sun, and so, the side of the moon that is illuminated by the sun is facing away from us. As a result, the moon appears dark from our perspective, almost invisible against the night sky. As the moon continues its orbit, we move into the waxing crescent phase. The term waxing means the moon's illumination is increasing. The crescent, a thin sliver of light, is the first visible sign of the moon after the new moon phase. Next, we reach the first quarter. Despite the name, the moon is actually half visible to us at this point. The term quarter refers to the moon being a quarter of the way through its orbit around Earth. The waxing gibbous phase follows, where more than half, but not fully, all of the moon is illuminated. The term gibbous comes from a Latin word meaning humpbacked, referring to the bulging appearance of the moon. Finally, we reach the full moon, a phase where the moon is fully illuminated and appears as a complete circle in the night sky. But the moon's dance doesn't stop there. As it continues its orbit, we now start to see less of the illuminated side, marking the beginning of the waning gibbous phase. Waning means the moon's illumination is decreasing. Then we reach the last quarter, where again half the moon's face is illuminated. But this time, it's the other half. Finally, we return to the waning crescent phase, where only a thin sliver of the moon is visible before we cycle back to the new moon. So as the moon orbits around us, we get to see its different phases, a celestial dance that never ceases to amaze. But these moon phases aren't just beautiful to look at, they also have a significant impact on our planet. Let's start with the most noticeable effect: tides. The gravitational pull between the Earth and the moon causes the ocean's water to bulge out in the direction of the moon. This bulge, coupled with the Earth's rotation, results in high and low tides. When the moon is in its full or new phase, the Earth, sun, and moon align, and the combined gravitational pull results in higher than normal tides, called spring tides. Conversely, during the first and third quarter phases, tides are lower than average, known as neap tides. But the moon's phases also affect the amount of light we get at night. A full moon can turn a pitch-black night into a pseudo-day, illuminating landscapes with its reflected sunlight. This nocturnal light show has shaped the behavior of countless creatures on our planet. Some animals, like certain species of owls and bats, use the cover of a darker moon, like a new moon, to hunt. Others, such as various types of corals, time their reproductive cycles to the lunar calendar. Speaking of calendars, did you know our modern calendar is loosely based on the moon's phases? The term month even comes from the word moon. The phases of the moon have been a reliable way to keep time for thousands of years, and its influence is embedded in cultures around the world. There's also some scientific speculation that the moon's gravitational pull might affect more than just our oceans. Some research suggests it could influence seismic activity, leading to a slight increase in earthquakes when the moon is at its fullest. And let's not forget the moon's impact on our human psyche. Its phases have been symbolic in various cultures, representing change, transformation, and the passage of time. From poetry to pop songs, the moon's changing face continues to inspire and intrigue. The moon, in its various phases, has a profound influence on our planet, making life as we know it possible. Ever since humans first looked up at the night sky, the moon has been a source of fascination and a destination for exploration. Let's time travel a bit, back to the era of our ancient ancestors. The moon, this gleaming orb in the night sky, was already a canvas for their imaginations and the object of their curiosity. They observed its phases, created myths around it, and used it as a guide for their calendars. Fast forward to the 17th century, when Galileo Galilei gazed upon the moon through his telescope, revealing a world of mountains and valleys, of light and shadow. His observations challenged the prevailing belief that the moon was a perfect, smooth sphere and opened a new door to lunar exploration. In the 20th century, this exploration took a giant leap forward, quite literally. The space race, a fierce competition between the United States and the Soviet Union, drove advancements in technology and space exploration at an unprecedented pace. The Soviets had their moment of glory when Luna 2, became the first human-made object to reach the moon in 1959. But it was the United States, with the Apollo program, that achieved the ultimate feat. July 20th, 1969, a date etched in history. The Apollo 11 mission, with astronauts Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, marked the first time humans set foot on the lunar surface. Armstrong's famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind," encapsulated the magnitude of this achievement. But the moon landings weren't just about planting flags and leaving footprints. They were scientific missions, collecting lunar rocks and soil to bring back to Earth. These samples have provided invaluable insights into the moon's composition, its formation, and its history, contributing to our broader understanding of the universe. From our earliest ancestors to modern astronauts, the moon continues to captivate us with its mystery and allure. As we look to the future, the moon remains a beacon for exploration and discovery. It's not just a destination, but a stepping stone, a launch pad for missions further into the cosmos. Who knows what secrets it still holds, waiting to be uncovered by the next generation of lunar explorers. But our journey to the moon is far from over. The future of lunar exploration holds an array of intriguing possibilities that extend beyond our wildest dreams. As we stand on the precipice of a new era, the lunar surface beckons with the promise of discovery and the allure of the unknown. One of the most exciting prospects on the horizon is NASA's Artemis program. Named after the twin sister of Apollo in Greek mythology, Artemis aims to return humans to the moon by 2024, but with a twist. This time, we're not just planting a flag and leaving footprints. The goal is to establish a sustainable human presence by the end of the decade. Think of it as the groundwork for our future ventures into deep space, with the moon serving as a launch pad for missions to Mars and beyond. But it's not just NASA that's looking moonward. The private sector is also gearing up for lunar exploration. Companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are developing spacecraft capable of ferrying passengers and cargo to the moon. These missions could pave the way for lunar tourism, research outposts, and even moon bases. Imagine a future where a trip to the moon is as commonplace as a transatlantic flight, opening up a whole new world of possibilities. Of course, all these plans hinge on overcoming significant challenges. We need to figure out how to protect astronauts from lunar radiation, develop technologies for long-term life support, and find ways to use lunar resources like water ice. But these are the kinds of challenges that inspire innovation and drive human progress. So, as we look to the future, the moon remains as enigmatic and enticing as ever. It's not just a cold gray rock orbiting our planet, but a stepping stone to the stars, a testbed for new technologies, and a catalyst for our collective imagination. As we continue to explore the moon, who knows what new discoveries await us? The future of lunar exploration is a canvas yet to be painted, a story yet to be written, and we're just getting started. The moon is more than just a rock orbiting our planet. It's a celestial spectacle that has captivated us through the ages. We've marveled at its different faces, from the slenderest sliver of a crescent to the full, glowing disk. It's a key player in our planet's story, subtly influencing our tides and lighting our nights. The moon has been our stepping stone into the cosmos, a destination for daring explorers and a launch pad for our dreams of space exploration. As we look to the future, it promises to continue playing a pivotal role in our journey beyond the confines of Earth. The moon, our closest celestial neighbor, will continue to fascinate us, beckoning us to explore and discover its secrets.